They initially, just a few minutes ago, gave us an update on this. They were shutting down Texas airspace, and they said that they were going to be shutting it down for 10 days. So, first of all, there's a lot of different things being said right now. So, this is still fresh. They are now saying that they've resolved the issue and that instead of a 10-day closure, that they're resolving it and that they got this handled. Initial thoughts that there may be some surface to air missiles that were found in Texas and that they wanted to close the airspace until they found everything. OSINT Defender said that several drones about 15 minutes ago, as of the taping of this at 6:37 a.m. Pacific, OSINT Defender had thought there several drones operated by the cartels in Mexico breached American airspace overnight near El Paso, with electronic warfare measures being utilized by the U.S. Army at Fort Bliss to down the drones, resulting in this morning's temporary flight restriction, or TFR, issued by the FAA. It said, quote, Mexican cartels breached U.S. airspace. The Department of War took action to disable the drones. The FAA and DOW have determined that there is no threat to commercial travel. Again, this was an official with the White House told News Nation. So this is all coming out. It is 6:30 in the freaking morning. And something like this happens where, you actually don't know how this is actually going to play out over the day. So I wanted to let you guys know because obviously we've been watching all of the current events right now with geopolitics. The world is on edge. As you guys know, I've been predicting later this year is when everything is going to go off. And I'm not saying it's the end of the world. I'm saying that this is when I believe that all of the bigger events are going to start kicking off because of deadlines and because of things that we're working on, that if our adversaries were going to strike, 2026 and early 2027 are going to be the time to essentially do it. Everything that I have seen as far as going after Maduro, pulling the oil right out of the center of this whole Iran, Cuba, Colombia, Honduras, the whole Darien Gap, the whole trail into our country, Russia, of course, North Korea, this whole central network, of course, I believe was going off of this oil central in Venezuela. So, as you guys know, I've been saying that we struck first for World War III. People haven't called it World War III yet. World War II, they didn't call World War II until way after, or at least until the very end. They weren't calling it World War II. It was just war. As far as right now, all of these different events I have said that are connected. It's just like one thing after another. Now they're saying that Mexican cartels are launching potential drones. Again, that is not absolutely verified. We're going off of several different Twitter accounts, but usually Twitter is actually ahead of the news by at least 4 or 6 hours. So again, this is very, very crazy stuff. Another account said U.S. Update, a source brief by FAA told the El Paso flight ban was driven by narco military operation from Biggs Army Airfield at Fort Bliss. The FAA acted after the War Department could not assure civilian flight safety during combat operations. Remember, the last time that they closed airspace like this, similar, like, hey, we're stopping everything for a few minutes there, was 9/11. So, when people saw that this morning before they gave us an update, it was pretty freaky. U.S. forces took action to disable Mexican cartel drones that breach U.S. airspace. It just keeps saying that. So as the day kind of plays out, we're going to get an update, and I'll be updating you guys later. Make sure to share this out. I hope that people understand that in this next 6 months to a year, this is when any adversary would pull the trigger on anything that they've planned. If you're like me, you've been watching what's been going on over the last 5 or 6 years, and it's way too purposeful, way too connected for you to ignore it. So I hope that people are paying attention. Good morning. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I hope that nothing crazy happens. Again, that I hope that it's just resolved, and I hope that this wasn't Mexico supposedly sending in military drones or whatever, because you guys know what's about to happen next. This is yet again another just step towards this crazy, crazy hybrid war with narratives flying all over the place. All right, you guys, be safe, be prepared, and Marf out.